All right, this will be a little quick disclaimer. The video I'm finna upload, I made this video in 2022, going into 2023. Note that this is before I learned about what is a Section 702 and fees of court order. But Section 702, so pretty much the surveillance without a warrant, pretty much they doing all the illegal shit without a warrant. This company 1,000% has something to do with it, with the help with the law enforcement and feds. I think there's more, but like I said, most of the video I kind of broke down my time working at that company from March. It was like that's a crazy thing. It was my part-time job from March to November of 2021. Noted, like I said all this in the video too. Like I said, it's a whole little disclaimer. There's some stuff I probably missed out that I said in the video. I think one of the big keynotes that I said that one of the coworkers told me that people from the White House is a big fan of that company. So that's another big key issue. Which led me to something else, because let's be real. I think around 2022, one of the people from the White House came to the city of St. Louis. I'll leave it at that. And I said it before, I'm not trying to get political, but who's in the White House from 2021 till now? That lets you know more. Especially how they be targeting black people out here. But like I said, I ain't gonna say too much about this video. I might make a whole other video. This video that they got probably gonna see is from 2022. At the time, I knew about the gang stalking, but like I said, it's called Section 702 or FISA. So Section 702 court orders. I could post all the articles and stuff about what it does, the abuse, and how it does target Americans and stuff like that. But Google it, Section 702 abuse. It targets Americans, and you read your privacy is. They can easily access your privacy. And I think I'll stop it there. Like I said, it'll just jump up to the video whenever I start recording this. Alright, so I think this video was long overdue. But I can't really say that because I couldn't really... First, I didn't know what the hell was going on for almost over a year now. But, we're going to talk about it. I made a video a while ago, which I think I made private now. Because I thought a company that I got fired from had something to do with all this situation that's been going on, just to find out. Actually, I might take a clip out of that video, because I did also say a small percentage think it came from this job where I used to work at in downtown Kirkwood. Because before I started, while I was working there, I heard stories from multiple people about that little area in downtown Kirkwood. Now, that alone should really make sense. But at the time, I thought I didn't really have no issues anymore up there, because I talked to some of the chefs. Well, one of the chefs. It's been a long time, because I ain't worked there since like 2021 of March. And I really have to think about it, where all this quote-unquote gang stalking, whatever this shit called, or group stalking, I never heard of it. I didn't know it was a thing until people told me about it. And plus the FBI have something to do with it, because like I said, I made another video explaining that situation. Because 85% FBI, 15% is police BS. Which is kind of funny, because last week a news article video came out. It was saying that the FBI spies on citizens that don't have warrants. Now that's all starting to make sense. Now, I guess I'll talk about my time there. The first things first. I didn't really have issues with anybody in front of the house. Cause I was working at a place. I'm on the place. I want to say this restaurant name. It's a restaurant in downtown Kirkwood. That's all I'm gonna say. And I only worked at one job in downtown Kirkwood. I worked in Kirkwood before, but downtown Kirkwood is completely different. I went to school in Kirkwood. And for the people who don't know who that is, Kirkwood is in Missouri. I live in Missouri. For all the viewers. But downtown Kirkwood and Kirkwood are two different places. Plus, I heard the stories. People told me about the damn stories of that area and what they do and how prejudiced it is. Now, we're going to explain all that. All right. So, I got to remember a lot of stuff. Like I said, I had no issues with the GM up there, because he was the uncle of a female I used to work with at another job, at the other job. Which got me thinking. But see, I might jump all over the place. I ain't take no notes. but I don't forget racist bulls BS. I never had no issues with the GM there, and I don't know. There's 3 chefs and a lot of cooks, and there was a couple bartenders because I heard that a lot of the male employees was like jealous of me for some goddamn reason, and I didn't know why, and I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time. But we're gonna explain all that. But our main focus is three manager chefs. Cause one of them most likely gave my information up to the feds, and they was doing some tactics up there to make it seem like I was some type of threat. And like I said, we gonna explain all. We gonna break everything down. So I applied there at that job in March. I think it was like a little bit after COVID season when I left that place, left the other job over a situation that, when the more I think about it, it never came from that place that I got quote unquote fired from. It's funny because I actually was gonna quit, but they technically fired me before that even happened. But I talked to the owner and the manager there, and I actually apologized to them because now I know that all this stuff, all this gang stalking Fed BS started from Kirkwood, and it makes sense once I started explaining everything. Okay, so I started back in March. I want to say March through Mayish. Like June and July is where like some of the weird shit started to happen. Because I don't know. Oh, because I applied at that job. Honestly, I'm on the fence. I want to say this company's name, but I say downtown Kirkwood, and I work at one place in downtown Kirkwood, and I'll say this job, if you Google this, well, not Google, if you Google a job name, the owners own a lot of shit in St. Louis. And you know the crazy thing about that? I never met the owner while working there. That's gonna be the catcher. I never met the owner during my time working there. So like I said, but they own a lot of shit in St. Louis, which two and two together, you know, Texas BS. If you mess up their business, they gonna try to like get you the hell out of here. But like I said, I never met the owner. If I would have talked to the owner about the BS, I'm pretty sure I would have got the chefs the fuck up out of there. But like I said, I never met the owner. It's a family that owns a lot of shit in St. Louis. Italians, like a couple of times, like I said, like they very tapped in with the law enforcement too. Plus, that's a lot of confident interest because I've been trying to get a lawyer about this whole situation. But some people told me that they're friends with the owner of the company because blah blah blah, lot of confident interest. But like I said, I never met the owner, and I wasn't trying to go after the company. I was trying to go after some chefs, including the head chef. But yeah, you Google this family's name, they own a lot of shit in St. Louis, which is starting to make more sense of why it never came from the place in Maplewood. I used to live in Maplewood for like 20 plus years. I went to school out there. So I knew it wasn't. That's my fault. I should have knew that it never came from Maplewood. I just overreacted and I got pissed off because I did not know mofos had informants at a workplace. Like I said, we're going to explain all that. I'm not ending this shit out. But yeah, the family of that place in downtown Kirkwood, they own a lot of shit in St. Louis, which it makes sense. Hell, I live in the city and they own shit in the city. All right, so I started working there in March. I say March through May. Nothing didn't really happen. Besides, I met other than me, a female. I'm not gonna say her name. That I used to work with at another job, and I guess I don't know because, like I said, I started off as a dishwasher. I was dishwashing till like mid-July, and that's when like a lot of the weird shit started happening. But I think some weird shit like them having access to my phone was before that. But like I said, we're gonna explain all this. I'm gonna try to remember. I remember a lot of key moments, but I'm trying to remember the little things. But I know sometime in, I think like a couple weeks of me working there, I guess the uncle, her niece, I was friends with his niece. I'm so tired. I just got out of work too. I'm supposed to go work out, but I want to get this video out the fucking way because everything makes sense. But yeah, so yeah, I used to work with her. Blah blah blah. I was a dishwasher, by the way, so I didn't know what the hell was going on in the front of the house or in the kitchen. I just stayed in the back and do my work. Now noted, girls starting like to get sitting around. No, there's something else I didn't bring up too. I think it was like first couple weeks of me working there. I guess I overheard some servers complain about. I guess this is how I knew some weird shit was going on at that place. Some servers was doing like some SA shit, like sexual harassment shit, up there with some of the servers, and we overheard it in the kitchen. It was me and another guy, and he told you, and we talked about it. Like, you heard about this? They be telling us a lot of SA stuff going on. See that like had me thinking like, no, that you gonna know. First things first. Sorry, I'm gonna be all over the place with this video, but hell, I might edit it so it don't be like that. Depends how I feel. You gonna know the difference between working in a suburban area that is hella prejudice. There's a lot of self-hatred black folks there, and hell, informants, versus like working in a city or in a not a downtown Kirkwood and shit. I'll say like that versus any other area. But yeah, I'm not gonna say the girl name, but yeah, be friends, blah blah blah. Months later, like weeks later, we like be talking, catching up on stuff because I haven't talked to her in like down there years because she left that place while I was still working there at the time. But we ain't talking about that job. Like during the weeks coming by, I guess they kept seeing me talk to a female. You know how females get jealous of each other and stuff like that. Female nature and stuff like that. I guess a lot of girls was like come to the back of the kitchen and just sitting there talking and just, I don't know, it's flirting and watching me. I don't know. I be saying females are like awful flirters. Which that is true. They don't know how to, I guess, shoot their shot. But I guess that been going on. Like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on, guys. Just go to work, watch this shit. No, they only work there like 3 days a week because I work a full-time job at Walmart. Which is kind of funny because I worked at Walmart in Fenton, Missouri. Some of y'all might not know what it is if you don't live in St. Louis. But I transferred to the one in Kirkwood because I got tired of driving all the way out there. And I was trying to transfer somewhere closer to home. Because driving to Fenton and driving to Kirkwood is two different things. I didn't transfer because the job at downtown Kirkwood. That's one thing for sure. It had nothing to do with that place. It's more of me saving gas. And plus, I wanted, saving gas. But yeah. And then a couple of girls, we was talking. I guess they was, flirting, making like flirtatious jokes and stuff like that. First, I wasn't really interested. I even told her this is another thing that I need to like talk to a homeboy or a phone for instance, because I need to break up all my Snapchats, text messages, because I got it to the point where it disappears like the 24 hours. But I need to revive all those Snapchats because I even said during my time working there was some weird shit going on up there, but I didn't know. But yeah, that's like, this is like everything from me starting back in March through, I'll say June to be exact. Of course, I was like doing work, and it's kind of funny because around June, before we get to the June part, there was this one chick that I actually was trying to talk to up there, and I actually got her Snapchat. And before we continue to that, which is funny because we're not friends no more because of the BS that was going on with the feds. Well, feds, not feds, but it's stupid why I guess she framed me on Snap. The first thing first about that, I was talking to somebody, but I actually broke up with her around that time too. But she said she wasn't really looking for like a relationship. It's kind of funny. I screenshot some things that I might post it. I don't know yet, but matter of fact, I might not post it. I'm gonna probably show y'all. This is a problem that I wasn't saving my snaps. I should have saved all my snaps during my time working there. But like I said, how the hell would I know? I'm just a black man trying to make a dollar. But yeah, Before we start about that, there was this guy named, I'm gonna say his name because he a bitch ass nigga. Mark, Glenn, and Buddy. Those three names, I'm gonna bring their names up a lot. I'll bring up Mark name first. He just came back because apparently he got fired from that place, but he came back. Blah blah blah. Started washing dishes with me because I guess the other dishwasher he quit after a week. Yeah, his name is Mark. Fuck that dude. Fuck that nigga Glenn. Glenn, I'm gonna break his name ultra like that. If these three people, if I see them, I don't know what I'm probably gonna overreact and probably get super pissed off. And I'm a calm person and I really don't like story drama. But Mark, he came back I guess like a couple weeks later. He was bragging, blah blah blah. I'm tough, blah blah blah, that type of stuff. He was a cool dude when I started working with him. He was a cool person when I started working with him. It's just when the whole female situation started happening, and I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time. That's when like guys up there started acting out of character and start being mad at me for some fucking reason. And I'm gonna explain all that. All right, we're gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna try to record this in 10-minute sessions. Know that I ain't had no issues with some of the servers, as I know, well, not servers, the managers, chefs. I'm gonna keep calling them manager chefs because apparently it was like 10 manager chefs at the time, but I overheard them like I guess we're gonna get to that. We're gonna continue talking about Mark, but they was sneak dissing me for some reason. But we're gonna get to that because there was this one girl up there. I guess she must have like some type of crush on me, and I didn't know because everybody up there was trying to give me hints, but I could be a dumbass guy sometimes, and I like to focus on my work. I was never that type of person that tried to flirt with coworkers like that. But there was this one girl that I guess a lot of people was chasing after. It was two females that a lot of guys up there was chasing after, and it's funny because that's how I found out about the whole sexual harassment shit. And I did get one of the girls' number. She was like one of the cutest ones up there. It's ironic, and she was like kind of mixed. She was mixed too, which is kind of crazy because I only mess with white girls for some fucking current reason, which that is 100% false. But nah. Well, she was like the baddest one up there. And I actually got her snap. I didn't get her number at the time because she was going to college. She was leaving for college. But she said she wasn't really looking for nothing serious. Because like I said, she's going to college. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm actually trying to add her again. But for real. That was like one key instance, but it was another key instance who called my phone. It was a Caucasian girl. I'm not gonna get into all details, but it was a white girl that I guess everybody else was trying to talk to, but like I said, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Hell, one of the cool friend of house managers was talking to me and he was giving me a look. And I was just looking like what the hell's going on. I guess because she kept coming back to the kitchen, I guess to watch me or something. I guess I don't know. Like I said, females were weird when it comes to flirting. I'm like, shoot your shot. God damn it. I'm not the type of person that chase after females like that because I focus on the bag. But no, that moment is gonna really determine like that was like a tipping point of the weird shit starting to happen with the management and stuff like that. Who the hell calling me? But yeah, cause like I said, I was still washing dishes at the time, and I guess some of the kitchen cooks was making sneak dissing jokes. That's why I first started hearing some of the racial undertow type of jokes. It's kind of funny because, like I said, I'm gonna say this: I lied to a certain somebody about a certain situation, and that really triggered the chef cooks. They got them so fucking mad, and I think that's when they gave my information up to the feds. I'll leave it at that. But like I said, it's like three key moments of when they start having access to my phone while I was working there. Yes, I went to the front of the kitchen because when you wash dishes, we gotta. If you don't want to get backed up, oh goddamn, my voice. Give me 1 second. Like I said, while I was washing dishes and stuff like that, we had to go to the kitchen, like start bring some shit back so we don't get stockpiled and try not to be there till 2 in the morning. That's what I was doing a lot, overworking myself for decent pay. That's when I first heard some like slick talking from one of the cooks. I think his name was. Let me look up his name because he was. I think that's the one that made the nasty sound, which I'm going to explain also. Another chef name. Man, fuck those chefs. I think John is a key name you gonna hear a lot too in this whole situation. John, Nick was the head chef, and Tom. Tom is like a. I'll say this. My issues. It was John 90%, no 80%, no 60%, Nick 25% or 30%, and Tom 10%. But like I said, I don't know what they was doing behind my back. Cause these are managers that have access to like my social, my ID, which they clearly gave to the feds, and they pretty sure they told the owner a bunch of BS about me. Which, like I said, it's a lot of serious shit that they done. Cause after I left that place, or during my time working there, I saw like cop cars or private investigators in white cars just camping out on my way out when I get off work and just drive off. But like I said, you gonna hear those names or not? Those names are not a lot. But we're gonna talk about this Mark guy because he was like one of the weird ones that was acting weird. He was like one of the people that was acting very out of character when it was coming to the woman up there. Cause I came friends with I've been friends. I added her on Snapchat. The chick that was uncle, that's the GM. Which I never had no issues with the GM, but who knows? But yeah, I was telling her like some weird shit because some of the servers was talking about the weird stuff that's whispering some of the weird stuff that was going on while working there, blah blah blah, all that stuff like that. I talked to her on Snapchat about it, blah blah blah. Now I don't know if she was going back telling, I guess, the chef. I know she went back and told the chef about my issues with the cooks. Cause I guess the cooks was getting judged over some of the women up there, and I didn't know because I wasn't talking to nobody up there. But there was another dishwasher I worked with. We always talk about shit, which is kind of funny. Before I get to the Mark situation, there was another dishwasher up there, and we was never talking about no gang banging shit, none of that. It was Mark, Glenn, and Buddy was all talking about the gang banging shit, and we're gonna explain because they was giving out full informant vibes. And I remember telling one of the other dishwashers that these old heads that's pushing 50, acting like 21-year-olds, giving out informant vibes. And I knew they was going back telling the chef shit. And we're gonna talk about Glenn in a second. Cause his name we're gonna talk about Glenn in a second. But Mark, he was like dishwasher, he was going around blah blah blah, claiming he had big blood and shit like that. I guess I don't know why. Cause this is how I knew somebody must have had access to my phone, but after thinking about it, I never really talked about gang shit on my phone. And I only got mad one other time at work, and that was at the job that I actually left and I told the manager about. And I did put my 2 weeks in. And hell, I would never came back. I'll leave it at that. They would never brought me back. I'll leave it at that, but they brought me back when I asked to come back. Cause I didn't mess with 2 females. I still don't, but still. Well, 3. But Mark, he a bald-headed old head pushing 50. Glenn, another bald-headed pushing 50, acting like 21-year-olds. And Buddy, he's like I'm trying not to be racist, but he's like Arabic, I guess, pushing 50. They was all acting like they was like gamers and shit, which is kind of funny. And it had me scratching my head, acting all tough in Kirkwood, to be exact. Which is funny, because outside of work, when we get off, they act terrified and take off. And we're going to talk about that. Yeah, Mark, blah, blah, blah. But let's fast forward. Because like I said, I was still dishwashing. And, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Because I was still dishwashing. And there was like another girl, I guess she liked me and stuff, but I didn't know at the time. I actually was talking to the homegirl that I'm still friends with on Snapchat about. I told her I was over to a conversation because I heard it was some weird shit going on up there. I heard after I was over to a conversation. I want to know what the hell is going on up there. I don't know, it was like some type of poly. I can't say that fucking word, that poly shit or not. But I said I don't give a shit about all that. I was open to a conversation. I always say conversation with a female. I like to make sure I'm not talking to an airhead, I guess you could say. But sorry, I'm looking at this damn screen. I got the TV on. Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name. Apparently, she liked me or some shit like that, and it's kind of funny because Glenn, 50 pushing 50 head ass, was sneak dissing some of the servers and told me in my face that she was like being a quote unquote hoe, I guess you could say, which, hey, I really don't care because I'm not dating her and I wasn't really trying to talk to nobody up there other than that one girl at the time that left for school. And we're going to talk about her. We're going to bring her back up because I actually Snapchatted her back in October before I left about the situation. And that's the reason I'm on the Facebook. I want to post these screenshots tonight. I did post some of the screenshots on Twitter, but I deleted a lot of my tweets and shit because I ain't want my tweet to be flooded like that. Which apparently I should start continue doing that because, well, first, because I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time, so that's another reason. And B, a full year after I left, they had me thinking that all this shit started from the job that I got fired from. Which was never true at the time, that whole time, which I'm still pissed off about that. But I don't know. I want to jump. Let's fast forward because, like I said, I was still dishwashing and stuff like that. We gonna fast forward to like a key moment. So I'm on the fence. I still got the pictures and screenshots of all the shit. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull up the date. Matter of fact, so I don't forget. We're gonna pull up the date. I don't know. It was like on a Tuesday. It was on a Monday because I came into work on Monday. Give me 1 second. It's like it's one of the few shifts that I'm cool with. I had no issues with. He was actually the one that hired me. There we go. I got the picture still. But okay, so that happened in October. Okay, October 15. October 15 of 2021. October 15 of 2021. Give me 1 second. 2023, 2021. October 15th was a Friday. So October 11th. The last time I worked, because I was like working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And October 11th, I think I picked up a shift that day. They made me a sandwich. I'm gonna look up the names real quick. John was one of them for sure, but I don't remember the other name. It was like a albino nigga that looked like Frankenstein. He had like a square ass head. I can't remember his name. La 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 la. All right, Nick was the head chef. Nick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this out real quick. Well, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Aaron or some shit. But John, he was a chef. I remember his name. Sure. His name kept getting brought up a lot with all this situation. But I asked for a turkey club sandwich. Turkey club sandwich. Turkey sandwich, whatever that shit called. The sandwich just tasted weird than usual. Then, I didn't eat it till like couple of days later because I had food at the crib. But that sandwich tasted weird, and like I said, I don't eat pork like that. But does this look cooked to you? I'm just curious. That was in on turkey. That was in the turkey sandwich, and it was like some shit that felt like laxative. And we're gonna bring up this laxative shit. Cause I always bring this shit up a lot on Twitter before I delete all my tweets. Laxative and shit, blah blah blah. It's kind of funny. I overheard them making a slick joke about they put laxative in some of the coworkers' food from the head chef, by the way. But that's another time for another story, which I might explain later. But no, that made me mad because I almost gave that shit to my niece, and that made me pissed off. That was like another key moment where my phone was having access. Somebody had access to my phone. It's funny because that very next Monday, after the 15th of October 2021, John made a slick joke. He gave me a turkey club sandwich, and he said a slick ass joke that had me pissed off. And ever since that day, he stopped working the closing shift as a chef. And that's another key moment where he must have went to like the feds. That's another big key moment. Cause like I said, I never had issues with this job that I work at, while I was working at in downtown Kirkwood, was the only job where I experienced prejudice, them getting judged over fucking females, them acting very out of character, and them doing some weird shit to the females behind the house. Cause front of the house, like what people see. When customers come in, they don't see none of this shit. It's when you start working there, that's when you start seeing all this fucking weird shit. But that day, when I got mad, I don't know, they must have said I was going to kill somebody, which I never threatened a person's life. I did threaten to beat his ass because of that sandwich situation. But other than that, he must have got terrified. But they must have had access to my phone back in June or July, while I was still washing dishes, cause that's where Glenn came in to play, and we're gonna explain that. Cause I guess the whole female situation, all that BS. I guess somebody must have thought that I was sleeping all the coworkers up there, which that's not true. Which is kind of funny, cause I lied to Glenn about that, cause I heard he was going around telling. He was informed. He was a fucking informant. I'll say that. He was telling the cooks everything. And I know that Tuesday, I picked up a Tuesday, that's when Tom and John, his name is brought up a lot. So pretty much you know who probably gave my social security, who went through my social security in my ID. They will start acting very out of character. They was like on some power hungry shit. Like they was just going around trying to charge people, like told people what to do, even though they're in the back of the house. See, I don't know. It was a bunch of weird shit that was going on while I was still washing dishes. But let me take a break real quick. So Glenn, I don't remember his last name or some shit, but like I said, I think these folks get about informant vibes. Like if you pushing 50, acting like you 21, you like a 21-year-old street nigga, you're a fucking informant. But nah, it's the way they was acting that gave out informant vibes. Like, why do a 50-year-old know who even a young boy is? Like I know some older people probably listen to even a young boy, but the way they was talking like they never grew up. Cause I know a lot of OGs that wasn't acting like the way they was acting. But Glenn, he started working there, I believe, June or July. And I remember when we all first met him, he was like, talking about he just got out of jail. Informant. He kept rapping about getting out of jail, but he was like one of them. Outside of work, he was a pussy. But nah. He was acting like he was getting out of jail, blah, blah, blah. He said he beat up white people. You know that's racist, because why would you say that? And plus, they would never hire you. Like, we was just joking around. Like I said, because me and the other dishwasher, we was making jokes like, hey, this dude give out informant vibes. Like, they be hiring informants. And we're going to bring up Buddy, too. That's his nickname, Buddy.
But yeah, he gave out informant vibes. We pay no mind to it. Also, I'll say this: my phone got hacked. I think I said in the first video that my phone got hacked. It was a lot of how can I be disrespectful while being disrespectful? You know what? It was some weird shit on my phone. I'll leave it at that. I'm not trying to get canceled and shit like that. But next thing you know, cause I be going to the gym. I was going to the gym while I was working there too. While I was working at that job, and there was like some weird shit. There was weird shit. There was weird shit going on at the gym, and that's how you know that it was on my phone. That's how I know that somebody from that job. It came from 100% came from that job in Kirkwood that they had access to my phone. But I think they do that to a lot of employees up there, like I said earlier, because I applied on Craigslist. That's how I found a job. And ever since I left there, which is kind of ironic because I put my 2 weeks in because I never got the raise I was promised. Because they tried to get me to go to the front of the house onto the expo line. And the only reason I went out there because I got the raise. I was promised a raise that I never got, by the way. That's like one of the main reasons why I left. Which is also kind of funny because I also heard that a lot of people quit once I left. Which that's like another red flag too. That's because I don't know. Now, this is something, I don't know if they took out of context or not, because I went to a lawyer. I had a bunch of like minor BS that caused me to go to, like, I guess a lawyer, and I told one of the chefs, Tom to be exact, that I'm going to a lawyer. And I guess they got scared. They was moving like that. They got terrified. And that's another red flag that they did something behind my back. The fuck? I'm watching the TV show, by the way. But yeah, so pretty much my phone, somebody had access to my phone sometime from June to October. They did something to dig up to my phone. Pretty much went to the Kirkwood police, downtown Kirkwood police. Cause like I said, I'm about to get some more water. We all heard stories about downtown Kirkwood. A lot of hell, you could Google like a lot of the stories, but even though they try to cover it up now, but it's a history with that little area in downtown Kirkwood. I'm gonna keep saying that, and it all makes sense that it never came from another job, but they did some FBI shit to maybe make it seem like that it did came from the other job. Because they clearly had access to everything in my phone and went back to a lot of shit. Which I think they do to a lot of black male employees that work there. Which is kind of funny. Alright, we're going to talk about another thing too. It was during my time still washing the dishes. There was like 2 black servers that actually did a good job. It's kind of ironic because it was like the day after I told Glenn that lie about the whole woman issue because he gave out informant vibes. So I was just fucking with him to see if he'll tell the chefs that in blowing your hole, he told the chefs that, because the way they reacted a day later, they was like pissed off like on some bullshit. Which is kind of funny because Glenn, it was another black employee which they never hired back. They was making like an immaterial joke. And I'll leave it like that. And that was another head scratcher. And again, Glenn was like an informant. Immaterial joke. Downtown Kirkwood, for no being hella prejudiced. It starts to connect. I'm not even gonna talk about the Mike Brown joke because I overheard that too from one of the cooks. But we're gonna talk about these creepy ass cooks for what some females told me. And I'm taking a little break. Alright, so you know the whole little joke that you see on the internet when they have like a flirting versus flirting or sexual harassment. And it's like you know that meme, flirting versus sexual harassment. That meme. And they have 2 different pictures. The sexual harassment was a lot of these goddamn cooks. I'll say that. I'll leave it like I ain't gonna leave it like that. We're gonna talk about it. There was this creepy old man that groped one of the girls in the back of the kitchen and ran off. Sorry about that. There was another girl that actually, it was like one of the girls that actually had a crush on me. One of the cooks yanked her arm back there. Like, it was weird shit going on up there. And there was the chick that I got the Snapchat that everybody else had trouble, I guess, getting her number, but I got her number, which I guess that's what made everybody start being jealous of me for some fucking reason. She told me this is why I need to like get a forensics guy and to look up to like restore all my chats, because I was talking to a couple of the cool employees, and they told me that it was weird shit going on up there. Let me see if I can pick up, because I screenshot one, and I told her I screenshot it, because they was doing some weird shit up there. Because they were trying to make it seem like I was some type of quote unquote creep, which how when chicks have a crush on me. Noted during my time working there, I didn't know they had access to my phone. Because I even told the homegirl that I heard a couple of girls like me, but every time they go to the kitchen, they like guess run back to the front of the house when one of the guest servers or bartenders run back there for some reason. Like they washing them like the girls for some fucking reason. I don't know. It's some weird shit. I don't know if they was paying for sex or not up there. Hey, I don't fucking know. I know it's 2021 at the time, 2021. If a guy spend money on like, a guy like spend money on a girl, take them out on drinks, buy them drinks and shit, because I know after work they be going to the bar like across the street. Like I said, downtown corrector was all connected, and we're gonna explain. Like I said, we're gonna explain all that. All right, let's look up this picture real quick. If I can't find it, it was like a long time ago. But I asked her. It's like back in October. Hey, was there some weird shit going on up there with you during your time working there? Like especially after I got her Snapchat, and she told me yes, most of the male employees. Now go all the way back. We're gonna like work around back when I first started here. When I first started working there, we overheard servers talking about other servers doing some sexual harassment things up there and groping some of the girls up there, like yanking their arms and shit up there, which is kind of funny because we in a Me Too movement, but this is like this is like all going behind the scenes. That's how you know the restaurant in the suburban area was like hella toxic compared to the job that I got mad at, that had me thinking that everything came from that place, but it never did. It was some FBI bullshit. Apparently this shit is called gang stalking, where they trying to get you to turn on like your friends and people you cool with up there, and they be spreading up fucking bullshit lies. Like I said, I didn't know all this. This is like a bunch of fair shit that they try to do. But yeah, most of the male employees, especially the old head ones, was doing like the sexual harassment shit. I'm trying to look for this picture, by the way, or this text. I ain't gonna blur shit up. How y'all look at her shit like that? Yeah, I can't even find it. But it was on my old phone. Let me see, I got it on my Snapchat. I'm freestyling all this shit, by the way. I just remember all the racist bullshit. Alright, let's look at that. I just saw it yesterday too. It's on my fucking phone. I just can't find it. But we gonna find it. I also gotta get this video done too. I'm trying to keep this video under two hours. Say at least. It's probably not gonna be uploaded till like a day later after I'm probably gonna upload on like my off day. Alright, I'm gonna pause it to try to look for this video. I found a picture. I actually screenshotted it so you can't really see everything, but I asked her, cause it was like a bunch of weird shit. I don't think I can see that. And it's flip flop, so y'all won't see it. But I asked her, like, how you been getting harassed by the male employees up there? She said, yeah, hella all the time, like most male employees. And she like the second female when I asked about that whole situation. Because ever since I got her number, that's why I heard that she was constantly getting harassed. And she was curving a lot of the dudes up there. but somehow I don't want that guy like her Snapchat. And then that's when the person Mark, his pushing 50 head ass was going around being like he was being a creep, like most of the cooks. It's kind of funny because him and another coworker was a server. Him and the server was always going at it, and it was like over some tall redhead chick. And I remember one day he was like tearing up, like he was like about to break down and cry over a girl that's twice like not even half his age. But like I said, they all was acting very out of character up there. And the Frankenstein albino looking dude, I forgot his name. I think his name was Aaron some shit. He's a cook. I don't know if he's still working there or not. I heard a lot of people quit after I left because of the whole situation. That's what I heard. But like I said, cause during my when I put my 2 weeks in, I told a lot of people. I even told the homegirl that I never really had no issues with some of the servers. Mark, Glenn, they was going around instigating. The niggas that's pushing 50 was instigating, making it seem like I had issues with a lot of the servers, which is weird. Now the white servers, I don't know about that. Like I said, there was a lot of prejudice shit going on up there, and I noticed that a lot of them was doing things that they wouldn't do outside another area in Kirkwood, and I'll leave it at that. But yeah, Mark, Glenn was going around instigating. Hell, they the one that actually told me a fucking lie, which had me mad about one of the girls up there, like being a hoe. But hey, I don't care. I wasn't like dating, and I wasn't really trying to talk to nobody. I was open to a conversation. This is the thing about me, especially when I'm trying to date a chick. I need to talk to. I need to have a conversation to make sure he ain't crazy. Then who knows? Next thing might. Who knows? I'll say it like that. But yeah, Mark Glenn was going around instigating, I guess you could say. Plus your goddamn chef servers. I said chef servers, chef managers. John, which he stopped working. He stopped closing, I guess you could say. I guess that Monday after the whole sandwich incident, he must went to the police and gave them my personal information. He must have said something crazy. Now, I moved to the expo line, I think mid-July, I think, towards the end of July. I didn't last long because I put my 2 weeks in October, end of October. No, I put my 2 weeks in November, and I went back to my other job. Noted, during that period, that's when I noticed the white car just camping up outside, then driving off. Noted, because here's the thing. I forgot, this is my fault with this part. I forgot to tell, I guess, the informant, Glenn, that I was lying up there, I guess, about some of the females, because that's why they started acting all overprotective, because they must have thought I was sleeping with all the chicks for real. Like the Celtics head coach BS. Why the hell would I do that in a precious ass area when I heard a goddamn Emmett Till joke come from one of your coworkers? And B, I'm always open to a conversation. I'm not that type of messy dude that do that type of shit. And C, it was downtown Kirkwood, so I kind of knew what I was getting into when I first started working there. I even told the homegirl that I was just putting my head down and working. But I moved to the expo line. The head chef Nick kept telling me he gonna give me a raise if I moved to the expo line, just to find out that was a lie, which. That was an EEOC violation, but at the time when we working there, I wasn't very knowledge up, I guess you could say. It's kind of crazy. If bullshit goes on with the feds or the police, first thing you do is know your fucking laws and study up and not get smarter. Do you know how much shit they've been doing a lot of violation shit here? I got an EEOC coming up because they did some illegal shit. Same shit that. But again, like I said, all this shit started from that company. But yeah, so I went to the expo line, and I even told Nick, which is funny, because he was in on this bullshit too, which is kind of funny, because I'm going to expose his ass too, that had issues with company chefs. I mean, not chef, well, chef, yes. I had issues with the cooks because they was jealous over the goddamn females who I was never talking to. And I keep telling them that. It's just kind of funny because also, I'm gonna say HR lady. I ain't gonna say her name either. I was hella pissed off, and I joked around and sent her like hella text like, "What the hell?" Pretty much, I'm trying to. I was bitching and complaining, telling what the hell is going on. It was some weird shit going on up there, and she didn't really respond. And she actually wanted to have a conversation, but I talked to Nick about the whole situation. But just to find out that Nick was in on it too. It's kind of funny because he just had a kid, but he was like fucking some of the servers up there. But that's another story for another day. I don't know if he's still working up there or not, but I knew the chefs was doing some things with some of the chicks up there. But like I said, all that shit was none of my business. They just got jealous when a chick had a crush on me, I guess you could say. But like I said, I wasn't really doing anything up there. And I'm gonna keep, like I said, all this shit is, it's over something so fucking stupid. These motherfuckers went to the FBI, police. Well, I'm gonna say FBI because I've been getting followed ever since I left that place. I don't know why. And like I said, we gonna talk about. Let's before I start the expo BS. While I was still washing dishes, John, that cook, the dude that was groping the females, they always groping the females, personally. What I heard. But they kept rushing back to the dish pit like hella fast. Like every time a girl gets near me, gets trying to talk to me. Or trying to tell me. That's another thing how I knew something was going on. A couple of girls up there told me. No, they didn't tell me without telling me, but at the time, it's a fucking restaurant. Why the hell I would expect all this from a restaurant? But they was give me like damn, I didn't hit the gym again, goddamn. I have been hitting the gym. But they was telling me that there's something going on, and Glenn, it was something about Glenn. I'll say leave it at that. That's why I started like, I would say 10% trying to find. I wasn't doing like full detective work, but yeah, you know, that's how I started knowing something is off. All right, but John, a couple of servers, they kept rushing back and forth every time a female comes back to the get dish pit. I guess try to talk to me or something. Cause I did tell the homegirl that, yeah, I said a couple of girls are cute up there. I would talk to them, but the service was acting very weird up there. And know that I was still in the dish pit, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's kind of funny I'm bragging about being a dishwasher, but I understand dishwasher, blah, blah, blah. Look, there's a lot of stereotyping going on over there. Dishwasher, blah, 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 but I know how to manage my money at the time. But I still cool with money management, just I'm focused on bills right now. And I do buy a lot of music equipment. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, but like I said, I told the homegirl that they act hella weird up there. That's why I got curious, because I didn't know half the chicks' names, because I was in the dish pit, and it gets hella busy to even try to start a conversation. And if you do, they try the head chef, a couple of servers, the cooks, they come rushing to the dish pit some fucking reason. Like they was hella insecure. Know that all this was happening after I told Glenn that fucking lie. Which I forgot to retract on it, but I didn't really care. Because I just want to see how racist the area was when I said all that. I heard like the Emmett Till jokes. I heard them making like quote unquote racial undertow jokes. Which I really get into much detail about that. Like I said, because all this is back of the house BS. Front of the house is like completely different, I'm pretty sure. Which we gonna talk about. But yeah, a bunch of weird shit, blah blah blah. It's just kind of funny. The HR lady, when I started working, let's jump back forward to the start of the expo line. The jealous ass cooks were trying to give me a hard time, blah blah blah. First couple weeks, like every little mistake I made, they bitch and complain, talking about fuck up, which is kind of funny because they was fucking up way more than I was. And plus, it was like my first time learning that shit. Cause like they was trying to do things to make me mad, to make it seem like I'm an angry black person, trying to set me up, I guess you could say. We're gonna explain that too when they actually go back to the dish pit. Oh yeah, you know, before we do that, I did tell the cool head chef about the sexual harassment thing from one of the girls that I was quote unquote trying to talk to. She wasn't really looking for a relationship, which a lot of chicks, I guess around her age, going to college, ain't trying to do, which I understand. I showed that to him, and they was making. It's kind of funny because the head chef Nick, a lot of the fucking cooks was making sexual harassment jokes, which is kind of funny. And I know after the whole situation, he must have told the head chef Nick, because Nick was one of the head chefs that was doing that shit too. He's the one that has a kid on the way, but was fucking the server. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to say the cool chef that actually hired me, he must have told Nick that and showed him what she told me. That's when they all start acting hella scared, and they all was rushing to get the work done, get the hell out of there, which I find it hella funny. Cause like I said, if this shit was made public, and the whole Me Too, like that whole fucking company would have been investigated. But this is why I know that all this like police fed gang stalking shit started from that place. And ever since then, everywhere I go, they've been trying to pin some type of sexual harassment case with these undercover informants. Everywhere I go. Like I said, I didn't know gang stalking was a fucking thing. And that they try to pin cases on people, especially black folks. It's also kind of funny that everybody but the law enforcement don't know what gang stalking is. That's another red flag. So pretty much they trying to accuse me of something that the creeps up there was doing, I guess, for nor how long. I think it's been going on up there for a minute. I guess they got jealous of me for some reason, because I guess a couple of the girls had a crush on me, I guess. Like I said, I was open to a conversation with some of the girls and see how it goes. I don't want to say read the room, but know you. I'm to that age where I like to have a conversation, I guess you could say. You gotta be cool to hang around and not an airhead. But yeah, Expo Line, it was a key ass moment where they was talking crazy. That's actually when I heard the Mike Brown joke from one of the white cooks, which caused me to hit up some people and ask them what should I do, because they all was doing this because they were jealous of their work girlfriends, like girls they had crushes on, but it was too scared to talk to, or they was too scared to talk to, I guess you could say. Which is kind of funny. But like I said, these guys was older than me. At that time, I was in my 30s. I'm 30. I'm 31. No, I was 29. Yeah, I was in my late 20s. 2021? Yeah, I just turned 30. Yeah. Which is kind of funny because the dudes that was pushing like 50 and 40, they was complaining. That's another thing. That place was like a high school. And they must have went around and said that I was like fucking some of the girls. Like I said, I was in a dish pit, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. But like I said, we're gonna keep fast forwarding to that whole situation. I asked them what to do. My people told me to let it go, focus on work, get my money, blah blah blah. I posted on Snapchat, like these folks are lucky that I'm older. I don't act like what I act like down there 15 years ago. They was acting like they was like in their fucking 20s. Well, they was acting like these grown ass men acting like they still got it or some shit. Plus, there was some shit going on up there, like I said, but I didn't care. It's none of my business. This is something that the girls should complain. Don't complain to downtown Kirkwood, because like I said, that company owners, they own a lot of shit in St. Louis. And this is how I know this shit started from that fucking restaurant It was never that other job that I made a video and I slandered, but I apologized. And I did apologize to all of them. I apologized to the owner and the manager. It was my fault. I should have knew. Part of me knew that it came from that place. I actually talked to the cool chef about the whole situation, especially after I got in that car crash. Which that's gonna tie in too, but like I said, that's another story that I'm not trying to explain. But he told me what time is it? Cause I gotta do these notes for my little legal shit. But he told me, I told him about the car accident, blah blah blah. I said something slick about. No, I found out my phone somebody had access to my phone April. And when I went to my homeboy, they told me that somebody had access to my phone while I was working at that restaurant in downtown Kirkwood. And they lied to my face while I texted the HR, quote unquote HR lady. Which is kind of funny because when I was working at Expo Line, she made a slick joke that was on my Snapchat from years ago. It was like a sugar mama joke that I sent on Snapchat. That was another head scratcher. That was like in October. Saying, somebody had access to my fucking phone. And that's why I noticed all the weird shit started happening. So yeah, I put my 2 weeks in, maybe because I didn't get my raise. Which I could went to the EEOC with that. Which I think that's another key reason why they probably try to frame me from some bullshit. Cause after that whole situation when the girl told me that she was getting like sexually harassed, she was getting harassed by most of the male employees. They all was sprinting out the restaurant like terrified, like that, like I was going to go to the police or something about the whole situation, which I didn't care. But they would try to frame me on some bullshit up there. Cause first thing first, I know when I get out work some days, I be on the phone and shit, cause I be kicking up at the time. Couple of the friend of the house employees be rushing up out of there. Like they try to frame me on some bullshit, like on some type of threat. Like it was fucking weird up there, especially if you're a black person. But that's all I'm gonna say for now about my time working there. Just know that I know where all this gang stalking BS started from. Gang stalking FBI BS, cause that whole restaurant, the owners who I never met again, is very tapped into a lot of powerful people in St. Louis. So it all makes sense at the end of the day where all my gang stalking, group stalking, police, I don't know what it is, but I know it's gang group stalking. And I didn't know it was a thing till people told me about it. So I didn't know gang stalking was a thing, like I said. But I know where it all started from. The people that deserve to get locked up that probably did gave my social security, my ID to the feds is John, head. It was a chef manager. Nick was the head chef manager / manager. And Tom. That's the people that I know. I'm pretty sure it was like a friend of the house manager lady who I didn't really know like that, so I can't really say her name. And I didn't even explain the whole situation about the 2 black servers that was doing a good job, but they never hired them. I said it on Twitter, but those 2 black servers that was doing a good job, but I guess a lot of girls had a crush on them. You never saw them again. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Cause you gotta take a hard test in order to get hired on for some fucking reason, which is weird because you're in a restaurant. But more of the story is, it's no story. I know where all this shit started from. All the shit that I've been going through, which is kind of funny because I don't be doing shit. That's how I know that a lot of this shit came from somewhere. They've been trying to have people that I'm cool with to turn on you, because that's what gang stalking is. They spread lies about you and they try to set you up on some bullshit because that company in downtown Kirkwood was doing some shady shit. And that's only what I know. I'm pretty sure a lot of females and other coworkers, they probably know some way worse shit than what I know about that little area in downtown Kirkwood. With that being said, I know where it all started from. What can I do about it? I don't know, because like I said, because by the time I found out and I left that place back in 2021 in November, it got too complicated. from what lawyers told me. And plus, there's a lot of confident interest going on out here too, because like I said, the owners is very tapped in with some powerful people out here, from what a lawyer told me. But I told him about if I would have had a conversation with them about what the chefs was doing. I'm pretty sure he was gonna fire them. I don't know if they got fired or not, because one of them three gave my information up and had access to my phone, and they was getting judged over the females like they was doing some shit up there. And this is people in power positions that have access to your personal information. So it's kind of funny because people keep telling me how do I remain positive. I don't. I'm black. I'm used to this type of shit. But yeah, all this shit, it was racially motivated. That's for sure. Because like I said, that area is prejudice. There's a lot of self-hatred black folks that works there. And there's those informants. Because I ain't even talk about the buddy guy. The guy that walked in and just got hired on. See, I ain't really talk too much about him. He was like the obvious informant type of person. But I'm done. I exposed the people. I exposed some of the people. I said what I know. There's probably more. I didn't really get into too much little details because, like I said, because most of the time I was in a dish pit in the expo line. And I know every time I left that area, they act all terrified. Like when I was in the dish pit, blah blah blah, they come back there and they check like on top of the dish pit like I had a gun or something. Like they was doing a lot of stereotypical shit, I guess you could say. So with that being said, I've said that being said like 3 times already. That's where all this bullshit started from. This video's gonna be uploaded. I'm on the fence where I'm gonna say the name of this company or not. I might make it a thumbnail. But enjoy this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that BS. I'm saying all that, but I don't know. I feel like I have way more to say, but I'll make another video if it comes up. Because right now I got an unnecessary court date because of my whole rent issue. Because all this shit, like I said, all this shit that I've been going through, it ties back to that company. And I'll leave it at that.